Now where the fuck my glasses go? Whatever. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back on the same day, just a different shirt, same channel, same person. If you don't know who I am by now, my name is Duhwayne. I own this channel, I guess. And today, if you haven't read the title of this video, the title of, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? The title of this video is my very first drunk experience. Well, it's not the exact title, but some along the lines. Story time is what it's gonna be. So, let me set up the scene. So, it was freshman year. I was about 18 at the time. It was freshman year, second semester though. And it was about April. It was a day before our spring game that year of like 2013, I think, when I graduated in 2012. Went to college, started 2012. Yeah, 2013, that year. So it was the night before the spring game. My friends had convinced me to go out, and I had never drank at the time. The most I had was a shot with my brother one day, and I think that was for like New Year's, and that was it. Like, I hadn't drank. I didn't do anything. I was an angel. But my friends had convinced me to go out finally. So I went out. So it's me and like maybe 4 or 5 of my homegirls or whatever. And I didn't buy any alcohol because I didn't know we were gonna really drink like that. And then they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna drink. So I ended up having someone go get me a Four Loko because that's all I knew to really drink at the time. And that was also the same year that people were dying from drinking Four Loko. But I ended up getting a Four Loko, and I remember my friend Paris text me, was like, where you at? Or whatever. And I remember me sending her the address, and her and my friend Ayana came to the party, and I think somebody else came too. I can't remember, honestly. But at this point, we had got, okay, so backstory, let me backtrack because I'm going too fast. So my friends pick me up, we drive to the party, and I get my Four Loko or whatever, and we go to the house. And that's when Paris and them hit me up and asked me where I was at. And that's when I told them all of that, and then they came over. So we're all in there, and it's just a big group of us because everybody knows each other, but it's like separate small groups that's collectively one big group, if that makes sense. So like, we're all sitting there talking, chilling, turning up. And I'm like staring there, and my friend Paris is drinking rum chata. She was like, Duhwayne, I ain't never seen you drunk. And I said, man, this is my first time drinking. Like, I don't know. I said, this is about to be an experience. And she was like, really? I said, yeah, like, dude, I don't drink at all. This is my very first time drinking. So she ended up giving me some ranchada. Mind you, I'm already drinking Four Loko. She gives me ranchada. It was fire. Now I don't like it, but the milky taste was so good. It was super nice to start off like alcohol drinking. Then I met this girl named Christy. I fucking love Christy to this day. I love Christy. We weren't the best of friends, but I love her. She was a girl that I met that probably saved my life, that held me in her hands. I feel like I don't know, we just got a bond. But my friend, this girl, Christy, walked up, and she was like, yo, what y'all taking shots of? And I'm like, rum chata, and I'm chasing her for a Loca. She's like, what the fuck? And I was like, girl, this is my first time drinking. And I can't remember exactly what she gave me UV blue or some shit. Or we stole it from a party or some shit, I don't know. But I ended up having UV blue, and she gave me that. So I'm mixing at this point, a lot of shit. Then I remember drinking, like, going downstairs, we were playing beer pong, and I remember winning a couple games, but we were drinking beer. And then I remember going upstairs, being super fucked up, talking to Paris. I'm like, bitch, where the fuck you been at? Because I hadn't seen them in a while. Like, I dead ass hadn't seen them for at least like since the beginning of the school year. I hadn't seen them, to be honest. Um, but I remember going up talking shit to them and then just being super ecstatic. And then just me being super bubbly, talking to people, getting to know people, hanging out, you know, it was super nice. It was weird because that's not like me. Like, I've never really been a social butterfly until I started drinking. Um, but I remember going back downstairs and they were like, you trying to play some more beer pong? And I was like, sure. Play some more beer pong. And then I can't remember dude's name, but this white dude met me. Well, we met each other. And he was like, yo, you trying to shotgun some beers? And I said, what is that? And he was like, you know, shotgun a beer. So if you don't know what a shotgunning a beer is, let me make sure this is completely tight. So this is, let's say this is the beer can. This is a popper. You turn it sideways, you pull a hole in the bottom, you pop it and you chug it. And you chug it. It comes out super fast. So I didn't know that. I shotgunned the first one. I was like, I almost died. I want a redemption. Shotgun the second one. Did so much better. Shotgun another one. And I was like, yep, fucked up. So then I remember this dude named Hope. He was like, yo, because it was Hope's house that we're at. And I guess it was actually like a pregame to go to another party. But I thought it was a party already. So I'm already going hard. I'm fucked up. So I remember they were like, yo, we got to walk around a corner to go to the party or whatever. And I swear this corner was a big ass corner. It was something, unless I was that fucked up. I remember being in the street. I remember me and Chrissy running. Chrissy was like, Duhhwayne, stop. And I'm running, hey, you can't catch me. And I'm acting a fool. And I remember getting in the house, and to the new house that we were going to. And so walking up to it, it's a neighborhood. And the houses are super close together. Like there's maybe this much space between the houses or whatever. So they're super close. But it was nice because it was his house and two abandoned houses. Well, I shouldn't say abandoned, but two vacant houses on both sides because the people had just moved out because it's a college area. So the college students had just moved out, so nobody was in the house. So it was nice. Nobody was getting disturbed or anything music wise on both sides. So we and I remember going up, like you walk up, this is sideway, just walk up, went up the stairs, and it was like a little blue house and it had a swing outside. And I remember saying, yep, I'm swinging in that before we leave. And I remember going in and it was some stairs here and it was people everywhere. People, and when I say people everywhere, it was for it to be a good party, like a good first party for me to go to that set the bar super fucking high. It was ridiculously packed, like to the point where I was like, oh my God, this is uncomfortable. Like it started to sober me up, but I didn't know it would sober me up. So I remember the stairs are here and there's people just standing on the stairs screaming, talking. There's people right here and as soon as you open the door, screaming, talking everywhere. So we go all the way to the kitchen and that's where all my friends are. And I remember I ran into my friend Kiana and I was like, yo, take my hat. It was a Chicago's Bull hat. I was like, yo, take my hat. I'm finna go outside and throw up. I remember going outside, talking to some people, throwing up, coming back inside, brushing my teeth with my finger and some toothpaste that I found in the house. And I respectively put it back the way I found it, but with less toothpaste. But then I remember going back downstairs and seeing a bottle of this blue stuff. It was called Wave. It's some cheap, basically super cheap UV. And it's called Wave. And I remember seeing that and I just smacked the bottle and I went to the kitchen. I was like, yo, with my friends like this. I was like, yo. And they're like, where the fuck did you get that? I was like, don't worry about it. And they were like, pour me some. So we all poured some in a cup. And I just remember, all right, I bottoms up that bitch. When I say I bottoms up that bitch, it was maybe like this much left. It wasn't anything crazy. It was like this much left, but the container is like a big, it was like a Barton's bottle, if y'all know, if y'all have ever seen like a Barton's can, a big tall one that's kind of like the liter that it was, honestly, or whatever. And it was like this much left, and I just bottoms upped it or whatever. So at that point, for this to be my first time drinking, I don't understand why I'm still alive, how I'm still functioning. So I remember running into Paris, and I remember talking to Paris, and I remember saying, "Bitch, you ain't shit, but I love you." And I don't think I ever told her that, but I vaguely remember me saying that, because I remember like walking off, it being super dramatic, and she just was like, "What?" Excuse me. And then I remember going outside, sitting on the swing and swinging. And then I remember blacking out. I don't remember blacking out, but I remember being between the houses like this, holding myself up, puking. Like, when I say puking, like to the point where it was like projectile. It was, I remember that puke. That puke was horrible. Like, my abdomen hurt the next day. So, we were sitting, like, I remember puking, and then that's it. I remember, like, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if I'm just making this up, but I kind of remember, like, being picked up and put into a car, and then that's it. I just remember waking up the next day on somebody's random ass couch, mad, confused, wondering if I pissed myself because I was super fucking cold, but turns out it was just throw up on my shorts. No one changed me or anything like that, which is fair. I wouldn't want to touch anyone like that either. But maybe I'm gonna insert a picture of what happened, and I'm gonna explain here. So I didn't take that picture, clearly. I'm in the picture, comatose, next to a tree. So, my friend Kiana actually took that picture. I was dead. Apparently, I thought it would be a good decision to lay next to the tree because I was wearing camouflage pants, and they couldn't see me, nor would they find me, and I would be able to get some rest. And that's the only picture that I have of that night. As you can see, I don't think I have my hat on in that picture. I don't have it in front of me either. I should have probably put it in front of me so I can recall it too. I lost that Bulls hat that night. As you can see, I couldn't dress at all either. I still can't dress, so don't get on my neck about how I look in the picture. But yeah, it was a bad experience, but good first experience though, I will say, because I learned not to mix. I learned my limit very fast, and I learned how I am when I'm drunk. So it was nice. It was a good first experience. But that's the very first time that I got drunk in college. What was your very first experience like? Leave a comment down below. Also, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I would like to see you back. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to give you guys content every day. I'm working hard. I'm grinding. I'm in my mind. I'm in my zone. I'm focused. I'm trying to elevate myself. I'm trying to make myself be better. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to grow. And I feel like this is a good way to grow. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully see you back on my channel. Peace.